Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Is Nigeria in her last days? I don't know. Are there events that are actually troubling that are happening every day in Nigeria? Yes, there are. And they're not just happening, they happen in quick succession. Some days ago, Alhaji Asari Dokubo established his own Biafra movement. There have been some already on the pipeline, the likes of Masob, IPOB, and don't also forget some days also ago, the Yoruba nation, one or two persons hoist their flag in Surulere in Lagos State, and some other bits and pieces of disgruntled people agitating for actualization of their individual nations within Nigeria. And it is becoming a normal thing now for people to come up and say they don't want Nigeria anymore, referendum here and there. But this one actually is really worrisome. The one that has taken place right now as we speak is worrisome. I don't know how the government of the day is going to handle with all this secession call everywhere, and technically speaking they seem to be calm a quietness over some of these issues, even though the people keeps voicing out their disgruntlement. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what it is that is really troubling right now and is cause for concern, really, this one is a different dimension. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the report made available to newsmen as at Wednesday morning, that's March 17, alleged that the BNL, the full meaning of BNL is Biafra Nations League, BNL, threatened to hijack all vessels coming towards Bakassi Peninsula. The group vowed to also unleash mayhem on any security agencies that attempt to stop their operation. This one is this one too agitation? I don't understand. Is this one part of agitation, or it is now a case of threat and terrorism? Let's continue. According to the report delivered to newsmen via email, the Biafra group have taken over the creeks and the bushes of the region to hoist their Biafran flags in all parts of Bakassi Peninsula of both Nigeria and Cameroon. The report reads, militant members of the Biafra Nations League, have you heard that? They said militant members of the Biafra Nations League, BNL, in Bakassi Peninsula have been seen walking around the bushes and covering their faces. They have threatened to unleash mayhem on any security agencies that will stop their operations. They disclosed that they have taken over the creeks and bushes of the region to hoist the Biafran flags in all parts of Bakassi Peninsula of both Nigeria and Cameroon side. Both Nigerian and Cameroon side, and also would enforce the expulsion of oil companies in the region. A statement signed by Asorok Commander, that's his name, Asorok Commander, a former third commander of the Bakassi Strike Force, revealed that BNL activities in Bakassi Peninsula would differ from other areas. He warned any oil vessels coming towards Bakassi Peninsula to stay off, otherwise their vessels will be hijacked in the sea by his men. Those in the bush were seen posing in a video chanting BNL, BNL. This is worrisome. This one has gone out of the way. I asked a question, and I'm still asking that question. There's nothing wrong with asking for referendum. Honestly, when things are not going right, there's also nothing wrong in asking for a better governance or asking to secede. They're all right. When bandits were doing kidnapping, they said no, give them ransom and give them amnesty. What was the government thinking? People are watching how you are supposed to enforce justice in the face of crime or criminality. Instead, they were pampered. Nigerians were watching. The youths were watching. If they had scolded and stopped the bandits and ensured that they were brought to book, arrested, jailed, justice passed, people taken to court and justice are passed, a lot of youth who are eyeing that position of kidnapping or banditry or militancy would have run away from that sector. But instead of them being arrested and justice and brought to book, they were encouraged, even given names, beautiful names like Gume said, we should not call them bad, we should not call them criminal, we should give them nice names that they are listening to the news. And I asked the question, are we now celebrating criminality? They said, no, we shouldn't be called criminals. They are not criminal, they are bandits. There's a difference between the two. Other youths from other regions were watching, listening, looking at how things are being done. Now, if nothing was done to bandits and Fulani herdsmen, the bandits that were doing this thing, why should there be anything be done against? Now, these guys are targeting not just vessels; they're also targeting companies. Now, let me tell. Let's look at this critically. The fact that you are targeting companies, you are also indirectly affecting the lives of your people, your brothers, your sisters. Those companies you're targeting that they will not be in operations, the oil and gas companies that you said they should not start operations, those vessels you don't want them to move around to distribute oil, they are owned or they are actually working for, or your people, your brothers and sisters, your uncles are working in those firms, they're working in those companies, they are being paid salaries. If you make the companies shut down, if you shut down those companies, if you allow the vessels that are supposed to deliver oil vessels in other parts of the country or world, and you don't allow it to pass through that route to get to its destination, you are indirectly frustrating your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your relative, one way or the other. The economy in itself is bad, is terrible. To bring hardship upon hardship, now that I call wickedness. But then, who am I to judge them when the bandits also had the minds, the effrontery, the temerity, the audacity to kidnap youth, young girls, boys? Who am I to question their activities when Fulani bandits also go into the bushes, kill, maim, rape all manner in the southern part of Nigeria? So the same rod, what is good for the goose is obviously also good for the gander. What is good for the bandits and Fulani herdsmen will also have to come into play in BNL. I keep saying this. When justice is delayed in dispensing, when you delay in dispensing justice, you encourage criminality and crime. There will be a rise in crime. There will be a rise in criminality. Now, where have we found ourselves in? Several, we keep hearing things like police stations are being burnt down. You keep hearing police reporting citizens to citizens saying, have you guys seen what these guys are doing to our stations? I ask myself, if policemen are actually reporting bandits and criminals to the fellow Nigerians, then Nigerians are in trouble. Where have we gotten ourselves into? Anarchy is gradually coming in. There should be whoever that is out there that is steering this leadership should hold it firmly now. But the question is, are you going to now bring BNL to law, to justice, and leave the bandits? They said they have already given the president have given mandate that anybody caught with AK-47 should be dealt with decisively. But the question now is, after saying that, have we authoritatively held these guys and dealt with them, or have they changed course? These are pertinent questions, these are pertinent issues demanding serious answers, and it depends on how we handle the situation now that will determine if Nigeria will truly hold its ground come 2023 and beyond, or if we're looking at the last days of Nigeria. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take on this latest one that is actually bedeviling the country?